I'm back. So do you guys remember like 3 months ago when everything seemed great with the Bulls? We got a new front office, we hired a new GM, and there were tons and tons of rumors of Jim Boylen potentially, not even potentially, but he's going to be fired very soon. Well, all good rumors must come to an end because there has been many rumors lately within the last like week and a half to 2 weeks that Jim Boylen more than likely is going to be retained as the Bulls head coach. Now, none of these are really like concrete rumors. I think there's just been like a few people that are around the Bulls or just in the NBA in general that have like heard one person say something and then they're just passing that along in their own article. But it's so annoying to hear that because you hear Jim Boylan apparently saying that he feels like his relationship with the new front office is great, and you're just like, whatever. We've heard that before. He always thinks that he's gonna get his job retained. He doesn't ever think he's gonna get fired. And then you hear stuff like this where you kind of start to believe it a little bit, and it starts to really like make you angry as a Bulls fan because it's just ridiculous. I don't know why on earth they would keep Jim Boylan ever. I've gone on many rants about this man. He cannot coach a team. His star players, not even just his star players, his players in general hate him. You got Daniel Gafford on Twitch like last week ranting, or not ranting about him, but like talking trash about him. Obviously, Zach LaVine hates him. There was that thing with Wendell Carter back, I believe, in the All-Star break when somebody said fire Jim Boylan or whatever it was, and he started laughing. It's like if the players actually liked him, they would be outright saying, "Oh yeah, he's a great coach. We love him." All that nice stuff or whatever. But they hate him. Everybody hates him. The fans, the players, everybody. For some reason, the only people that like him are the people in the front office. And I honestly don't get why Arturas Karnisovas and Mark Eversley haven't already fired him. Now, this rant I'm going on could just be all for naught because who knows? Who knows? After this Delete 8 bubble, if that even happens, maybe they'll fire him. Maybe they just kind of want to keep him around for that. I don't know. I don't get why. You could just have an interim coach do that if you haven't found a coach by the time that starts. But Jim Boylan is awful. It's ridiculous. I don't know what has to happen. What does he have to do for them to realize that he is garbage? He is the worst head coach I've ever seen on any team. He is making us the laughing stock of the NBA. Now, I don't think Fred Hoiberg was much better because he didn't even find another job in the NBA after this. I think he's back in college as a head coach. But I mean, I would still say Jim Boylan is the worst head coach we've ever had in the history of the franchise. And at this point in the rebuild, I know we're obviously not championship contenders. We're not even contenders to get a marquee free agent. However, I genuinely feel that we're at the point in this rebuild where we can contend at least for the 8th spot of the playoffs. And we were kind of in the 9th, 10th seed for a while in the season, but it was really just a joke. There was no way we were going to make it to the playoffs, especially with Jim Boylan as our head coach. So we have a good young core. We have Zach LaVine. We have Kobe White. We have Lowry, Wendell Carter, Gafford, Otto Porter even. But for some reason, this is just their thought process, the front office, any front office we get. For some reason, we're not making it to the playoffs. Our team isn't excelling the way we want them to. That's because your head coach is just incompetent. I don't know if it's a money thing or if they are genuinely blinded by I I don't know what his charm. The man has no charm. Have you seen him talk to the players in game or talk to the media? The dude is a bumbling idiot. I swear to God. He looks like Humpty Dumpty. Jesus, like, anytime he talks to the media, the dude is sweating profusely. Now, I mean, and he just doesn't look like he ever knows what to say. I get it, you don't want to fire another coach, especially when he has, 2 more years on his contract? But if you really want to retain your fans, if you care about that at all, or if you want to win, you gotta fire the man. You just gotta. It's ridiculous.
Jimmy, you're a disgrace to the city.
Stay ready to stay in the rotation. That's what he needs to do. Stay ready.
Let me rephrase.
Stay ready.
Why is he out of the rotation?
Because I said so.
The thought of how you handled Lowry's minutes with that long gap he had.
Yeah, well, I played him more in the first half. I played him almost the whole first quarter. I looked at him and I thought he was breathing pretty hard in that first quarter, so I gave him a little break and then I got him back in there. Nothing, you ride with some guys for a little bit, you see how it goes, you bring them back. It's just basketball.
Jim, do you see how that could inhibit his confidence though? Because he's playing his best basketball for the last 2 weeks, and then he gets benched for 14 minutes and 47 straight seconds, and there's not a lot of rhythm there. Do you see how that could be hard on him and his confidence?
I mean, are you saying it is hard on him, or are you saying how it could be, or what?
Well, I'm saying I think it could be hard on him.
Yeah.
We gotta go talk to him still, but
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he understands that I'm going to ride with guys that are playing well or guys that make the run, just like I have with him. And so, I overplayed him in the first half, right? And then second half, it wasn't the same rotation. That's just part of the game.
Was it pre-planned to do that, or was that by feel, kind of?
No.
I honestly didn't even need to show people those clips, but hopefully, Arturis and Mark Eversley are watching this video. I doubt it, because it doesn't seem like they really care too much about the franchise. Like, they were doing good in the beginning. Well, actually, they didn't really do anything except for talk. But lately, it just seems like they are pro Jim Boylen when everybody, not even just the fans, everybody in the NBA is just clowning on this guy. And you cannot blame them for it. You can't blame everybody for clowning on Jim Boylen. Because he sucks. We're not going to get anywhere with Jim Boylen as our head coach. We're just going to get, the 7th best pick odds again for the 5th straight year next year? If he's the head coach? That's what's going to happen. We're not going to be a contender for the playoffs. Because I've said this so many times, and I'm going to say it again. You will get nowhere. You will get nowhere if your players do not get behind the coach and their scheme and their playing style. You just won't. Zach LaVine is our best player right now, and he obviously hates Jim Boylen. Kobe White, I haven't heard anything on Kobe White lately. The last thing you heard on his opinion with Jim Boylen was before he played, and he said he was the best coach he's ever seen, which, yikes. That's a big, that's a red flag. It's not, whatever. It's fine. He was not even a rookie yet at that point. Okay, but you could clearly see that a lot of Jim Boylen's players, I would say all of them honestly at this point, hate him. And if the front office cannot see that he's just going to lose you fans, lose you money, lose games, nobody's going to be interested in this team if we go a whole nother season with Jim Boylen at the helm of head coach for the Chicago Bulls. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to get any free agents, any notable free agents, I should say. You're not going to win any games. You're not going to make it to the playoffs. Matter of fact, I guarantee you Zach LaVine's going to request a trade. And then you're going to be forced to trade him for just a terrible trade package. I know there's been rumors about him being traded, like kind of rumors, like people, like fans speculating and whatnot. I still believe in him, but hey, that's up for debate for another video. But then you're gonna have Lauri Markkanen, who already said if things don't change, that he's gonna request a trade. Okay, I mean, look, we got a new front office. I don't think that's enough. I think what he meant was if there's not a change, like all around, not just the front office, but head coach as well, they're not going to get behind him. We're not going to win any games as long as Jim Boylen is our head coach. That's going to be it for today's video. I had to go on a little bit of a rant. I'll see you guys next time.